to the audio show.
So Anthony's still struggling with forgiving Dalen, and the problem I'm having with him is that he's simplifying what he's saying. Let's go.
Hey, hypothetical question. Say one of your friends, you're real cool with, tried Danielle.
What do you mean try Danielle?
Ben, I understand them language at all, Anthony. You have to be very, very more specific, meaning that they try to do something with Daniel, sir.
Oh, okay. One of your friends came on to Danielle, right? Do you think you could ever forgive him and truly forgive him? You know what I'm saying? Not just say it, but truly forgive him.
Why are you asking me this, Anthony? You something I gotta worry about here?
No, bro, come on now. No, I don't. I look at you and Danielle like family. No, okay. Absolutely not. I'm just saying, hypothetically, if you had a friend who tried your wife, could you forgive him?
All right. So before Ben gets into the answer of this, here's the problem with Anthony's thing. Anthony not adding context into what happened between Amber and Dalen. While I do not agree that Dalen should have, whatever that Dalen did, he did, right? You have to have context into it. This was a time when Amber was very vulnerable. That's number one, right? And it's a time when you're asking Dalen to solve what you're asking him to solve. That's number two. Where you have is two energies colliding. You have Dalen trying his best to fix whatever it is for him friend. And you have Amber being so hurt that you don't know who to turn to. Those two energies are going to match. So it would be easy for you to have a situation happening in those times. Those are the easiest times for you to have situations happening. It's a bit of like trauma bonding essentially then. Because both persons have what each other needs at that particular point in time. That's the context that they're missing out of this.
Did my wife put a stop to it? Danielle puts a stop to it?
No. Danielle, she didn't go any further. It was just, he tried her, she didn't reciprocate.
And what kind of friend is this? Kind of an acquaintance, a good friend, a best friend?
Probably like a best friend.
I don't know, man. It would be one thing if it was like my girlfriend. I have a ton of different girlfriends, so it's kind of like, But like my wife, I decided to take vows in front of my family, in front of God. That to me that is a tough line to cross.
It is a tough line to cross. I'm not going to lie with you. Again, I don't like it, but you have to add the context to it, because if you don't, then it presents to be very simplistic. And I think that Anthony is looking at it very, very simplistic rather than looking at the entire whole. Well, how about it this way then? If you never cheated Sheila, you wouldn't have the opportunity of that happening. Because that was the time when it happened. It never happened outside when you guys were like very, very happy and elated and all of that. It never happened in those times. It happened when you guys were going through a very rough and tough period. Maybe if you never put yourself in a situation that you had this rough period, you wouldn't have had that happening. And that is what I think is the first place him have to start at first. So in other words, him have to start looking in the mirror first and ask himself the question, well, maybe if I didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened at that point. So for you just to simplistically give an answer, that's why the answer not that simple.
Now, could I forgive? Yeah, for sure. But I would never forgive. And as far as forgiving, it would take some serious time for me. If someone did that, they crossed that line of best friend. I mean, they were probably at my wedding too. I just that's a thick line to cross. So it would be. I don't know. It would have to have a lot to do with the circumstances, I guess. I don't know why are you asking me? Are you sure you're not trying to run away with Danielle, bro?
That's the problem. Anthony's not adding circumstance to it. What he's doing is making it very simplistic. in making it very, very like, Dalen basically just came over there and just, decided in mind when tried to get into Amber's panties, and that's not what occurred. But so you can't really just push it that way, and that's my issue with the entire issue in itself. Like that, it's too simplistic. It every time Anthony explains it, I mean, explain it very simplistic to a point where it's not that easy. You can't explain it in 2 seconds as though it's just something that just happened right off of the cuff. No, it happened because there were situations happening with you and Amber, and if those situations had been happening, why Dylan never tried the other times? That's my point. Why hasn't Dylan tried whatever you're talking about the other times? Again, I don't think Dylan should have done it, and Dylan, yes, would have to live with that. But you have to add context into it. I think that is the most important thing of all of that part of the situation. What I think happen is you have a circumstance where Anthony is stressing over his wife. You ask Dylan to help you, Dylan try to help you, right? And at the same point in time, your wife is asking Dylan to help she, and that's why you have the issue. That's what I think it is. But give me a take. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Do you like Ben's answer?